Came down here to Texas and I had never seen numbers of ducks like this.
Texas is interesting. I've never hunted like this for waterfowl. I've never really been in this experience of marsh areas and flooded mud, basically, is what it feels like.
Upland game is just big. Upland game hunting is just big in South Dakota, but ducks, we just don't get a lot where we're at.
You never know what's going to fly into your spread. Go to Canada and Alaska, now down to Texas, it's the allure of something different every day. So one of the biggest things I've noticed about duck hunting is the variety in environments that you're hunting. For instance, in Utah, it's 20 degrees, snowing sideways, and you're laying on ice. Here we got palm trees, a mild wind, and 50-degree weather. But what doesn't change is the fact that the birds still act like birds.
This trip has been really fun for me because I've never hunted ducks down south. It's Colorado, we don't have a ton of water to begin with. So really the best game in town is trying to hunt the river, trying to hunt the South Platte River. But this has been absolutely outrageous. We are in Redhead paradise here in Seadrift, Texas. They are everywhere.
I hunt in Oregon, very local to where I live, as well as in Central Oregon. Where I'm from, the worse the weather, the better the hunting. We saw boatloads of birds yesterday. I mean, thousands of redheads, tons of pintails. It blew my mind to see how many birds were moving on, bluebird days, on clear weather days.
They don't got much tails, do they?
Oh yeah,
I could tell the red was really fluorescent when he was flying.
Oh man, they don't come much better.
Once the afternoon kind of hit, a front moved in. We moved to a different spot, and Michael said it was going to be the redhead smashing zone. And sure enough, that's what it was we saw a ton of redheads, which I can now identify redheads very well between hens and drakes and groups of them. So after seeing probably hundreds, if maybe not 1,000 yesterday. I didn't grow up in a family of hunters. I actually didn't shoot a gun until I was 23 years old. So I took hunter safety class with all of the children, and the children took it with their dads, and the dads got there and said, "Which one is yours?" And I said, "None of them. I am taking this class for myself." It's fun down here, I know. Compared to like where I'm from, you might see probably one duck a day or something, and that's not very fun. But this is the prime spot to be at this time of the year, and so I think it's a mad rush, and it's constant. Yesterday, I felt like it was like every minute and 30 seconds or every 2 minutes we had groups coming in and sit down, turn around, get ready, and it was just action nonstop for several hours yesterday.
An amazing evening hunt yesterday. I haven't had a hunt like that before in my life, or you're picking your birds. You're really just sitting there watching them, and they're doing amazing things. I mean, we had so many opportunities to just hit limits multiple times, but you're gonna sit there and pick, okay, that's a redhead drake. Is that as good as the last one? Or is that better? Or waiting for the next one, watching them, okay, that's an amazing drake pintail, that'll make a good mount. So yesterday was awesome. I had a time of my life yesterday. That was probably my best waterfowl hunt I've ever had.
It was absolutely wild. I've never seen so many birds in my whole life. So getting to see them coming in, getting to identify pintails and shot my first pintail, it was really, really cool.
And the wind picked up quite a bit, and we saw, I can't count how many species we saw yesterday, at least 5 or 6 for sure. And it was a smash fest yesterday afternoon. That was 100% true.
The weather cranked up, 30-mile-an-hour winds, white caps, the palm trees are folding over and the ducks are just sitting still. So the weather can shift in a hurry and it gives you a completely different scenario.
Shoot him. Go outside.
Here in Texas, we have Jay, and he is the best team member that we have. Jay walks on 4 legs and is colored blonde. He's a gorgeous yellow lab, and he's been retrieving our ducks for the last day and a half. And he's been going on hikes that most folks couldn't make, trying to get after some ducks, and he's the real hero of the weekend here in Texas.
Pretty fun to get to pick our shots, look for the prime drakes, get them up close, and just experience what the migration is all about.